This is WorldMonitor. It pulls live news, geopolitical signals, and infrastructure tracking into one dashboard, with a world map in the middle and side panels that read more like an ops console than a news site. The interesting part is how the surface is organized. You can scan location, source, and category at once, then drop into narrower variants for tech, finance, or commodities without losing that same monitoring layout. This is GlobalThreatMap. It plots conflicts, protests, disasters, military bases, and country history on a live world map, then pairs that with a monitoring feed so you can watch events as they come in. The useful bit is how the views connect. Click into a country for historical conflicts and intel context, or stay in the map layer with clustering, heat maps, and threat colors that make dense regions readable. This is pharos-ai. It turns fast-moving conflict coverage into a live briefing dashboard, so you can track events and still understand the larger story around them. Instead of just stacking headlines, it pulls from around 30 feeds across different blocks and tries to connect actors, escalation chains, and diplomatic responses in one view. The interface seems built for monitoring over time, with map, news, signals, and snapshot sections that preserve context as the situation shifts. This is Crucix, and it pulls dozens of public signals into one intelligence screen that watches the world and pings you when something changes. The part that stands out is how different feeds share the same view. Fires, flights, markets, conflict data, and sentiment all land on the map, globe, and dashboard together, then refresh every 15 minutes. It runs locally with one command, and the LLM layer is optional rather than the thing doing the basic monitoring. This is Watchtower. It turns your terminal into a personal monitoring desk for world news, markets, weather, and an optional AI brief, so you can keep a watch list without living in 10 browser tabs. The useful part is how it filters the fire hose. Headlines are pulled from a big RSS set, tagged by threat level, and grouped into a dashboard you can scan quickly. It even folds in polymarket, crypto, and local context, all behind keyboard-driven panes. This is awesome-osint. It gives you a mapped guide to open source intelligence sources, so you can go from a vague research task to the right corner of the web without guessing. The useful part is how it's organized. Broad search sits next to Google Dorks, national engines, privacy tools, breach lookups, and niche indexes, which makes it readable for beginners, but still practical when you need a very specific lead. This is OSINT-Cheat-sheet. It gives analysts one place to jump from a question to the right search tool, dataset, wiki, or command, instead of rebuilding the same workflow from memory. What stands out is that it mixes practical guardrails with the references, so the page moves from safe browsing advice into topic branches like legal context, social research, and even EXIF commands you can use when an investigation gets specific. Subscribe to Build Things with AI for more vibe coding ideas and news.